Did you know that one of the largest tulip festivals in the world is right here in Skagit Valley? Just down the road from Anacortes is a town called Anacortes, Washington. Anacortes has a population of 986, but in the month of April, they will play host to over 1 million people who are coming to see the tulip fields in all their glory. If you want a similar experience, you can come up here in March to see the daffodils. It's not quite as vibrant as the tulips, but when you drive down the road, you will start to see the fields glow. And if you take your time, you might even see the snow geese too. Here I am looking out the window and waiting for the snow geese that I know are out there to take off and start flying. These roads will soon be filled with cars and buses for the tour groups that are coming out to see the tulip fields. Both Anacortes and Mount Vernon will have parades to kick off the events. Mount Vernon has the Kiwanis Salmon Barbecue, which is famous all over the valley. There's a street fair, arts in the barn, actually arts in the pickle barn, and other fun things to do. Then when you get out to the fields, the farms and the nurseries have events and display gardens. As I look over the pictures that I've taken over these last many years, they don't look all that spectacular. Photography's come a long ways, and some of these pictures are much better than the ones that I took back in the day with my little cardboard camera. But there is nothing that will prepare you for standing in the fields and watching the color run all the way to the mountains. It'll take your breath away. If you are planning to join us for the Tulip Festival, plan on a long, beautiful drive, dress for the rain and the wind and the mud, be very, very patient. There is almost no free parking, and you can't pull off on the side of the roads. The roads are really small with really small shoulders and very deep ditches. Venues like Tulip Town, Rosengards, and Tulip Valley Farms all have admittance fees that provides for parking and the display gardens and all the festivities that are going on inside. You won't be disappointed, but just come prepared. Heading back to Anacortes, let's talk about a couple more new neighborhoods. The first one I want to talk about is closest to Anacortes. Right along Smoke Bay is an area called Dewey Beach and Gibraltar. Along this waterfront, there are a lot of what I would call original older houses. And along the waterfront, of course, are amazing new luxury homes right along the water's edge. In this area are a lot of tide flats, but as you get closer to the pass, the water is actually deep enough to keep boats and moorage buoys. Also, if you have tide rights, you can plant your oysters and your clams right along your beach. These areas are outside the city limits as far as the taxing authority is concerned. They are in the county. Also expect them to have septic instead of sewer, propane instead of natural gas, and in most cases they will be on a community well or private well. Just south of here is Deception Pass. I do a lot of kayaking in this area, but I stay clear of the pass, because even the big power boats have to watch the tides and times very, very carefully. The second area that I am featuring today is called Clearidge. This is in the Anacortes city limits, just off of Oaks Avenue, which is Highway 20. Most of these homes were built in the 80s and 90s, and they are in an HOA, Homeowners Association. It will run you about $50 a year and pays for the sign, the beautiful plantings around the entrance, which include beautiful flowering trees right now, and also the sport court. They did just add a roundabout at the entrance to Clearidge, which helps with getting in and out of the subdivision when the ferries come in. There's maybe 100 cars or so that go by in a constant stream, and used to make it very difficult to get in and out of Clearidge. But that's much better now. Many of the houses at the front of Clearidge have incredible views. The ones towards the back are on large lots with park-like settings. It's a really beautiful place to live. The area right on the east does border our small municipal airport or regional airport. And some people find that wonderful and fascinating, but not everybody does. So it is something to keep in your mind when looking at houses in this area. If you are enjoying these peeks into neighborhoods in Anacortes, interesting things about Skagit Valley and the coastal lifestyle, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Comments and questions are always appreciated. And until next time, my name is Kristi Gabrielse. I'm a broker with Windermere Real Estate, and you are learning it from a local, because where you live is my business. Thank you. Goodbye.